And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones, wherever you might be. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where we have a sign I can point out, which was honestly not a lot of work. I can't think why he didn't do it earlier. As you may be able to tell, more like the Hospital of Hubris today on account of I'm coming down with something. So we're going to see how the stream goes, frankly. If you were here last time, we actually made a lot of progress. We beat Blackwater, because it turned out once we got past the absolutely unholy cyber demon fight, the actual boss was nothing special. Turns out people die when you shoot them. And yeah, so we destroyed the cyber computer and finished up a few more quests, saved the mad half-elf woman, and yeah. I think it's just onto the Ivory Sanctum and start triggering the end of this chapter. Took us long enough, this being episode 38 and all, but hey. Let's go. Oh yeah, Ember got kidnapped, but we fixed that. Got kidnapped, converted the cultists who kidnapped her, you know how it is. Put the sign away, Daniel. I know you're very pleased with the sign, but still. Yeah, so, Ivory Sanctum. Just before I go in, we've done everything with our armies that needs to/can be done, I think. Yeah. Nowhere really for this level 6 to be heading. Yep. No, and everything down there is still scary. I don't know if we're meant to have been able to go past there in this chapter. I would assume we can do that later. So let's just get back into it. So we brought Lan, Woljif, Darren, Ulbrig, and Ember. Why did I have to remember Ember's name there? So, you know, all our boyfriends. And also our dragon girl who we've been building badly. And the one guy with a decent trickery score. I really don't know what to expect from this dungeon, so let's just get into it. Except probably drama. Drama for which Bigitha you should be mounted. Let's go this way. Once again, raining blood, as is so often the case around these parts. We have found the edge of the map tile. Oh, it's Greybor! Hello. Greybor is already waiting for you. He looks around warily, not taking his hand off his weapon.
Greetings, Commander. As you may have already guessed, I'm not waiting for you here by accident. I'd like to discuss an assignment I've just received. I have a new target. You. I've not accepted the job yet, mostly because I've found this client less than agreeable of late. Now, if you're satisfied with my skills and you'd like to make use of my services in the future, we can sign a full contract. Not, however, I'm afraid it would not be profitable for me to turn down this new assignment. In such case, as strange as it may sound, I must warn you that I will have no choice but to kill you.
So you're saying give you money and a job or you will kill us? This is just a mugging. Darren smirks with sadistic glee. Tell him to bugger off to the abyss. I should like to see him try to kill you. If he's as good as he claims, this could be quite the dramatic performance. If not, well, it'll still be a one-act comedy. Who hired you to kill Darazan the first time we met?
It would be against my professional ethics to divulge their name. Besides, this client has kept their identity anonymous, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't tell you anything. I think I can offer some insight. My last assignment from the client, I was asked to give Willidus' best regards to the victim. I don't know who this Willidus is, but if I were you, I'd talk to him.
Okay, I mean, I have a comical amount of money, so I am ready to hire you.
I'm ready to offer you my services. As you can guess,
that's how he sounds.
A contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
Do I not have 12 grand? I had like 200 grand the last time I looked. Yeah, appeal to his conscience. This'll work.
How much do you think my next client will pay me if I work free of charge? It would cheapen the value of my services.
I literally apparently don't have that money.
What a pity. I'm afraid I'll have to proceed with my orders. Sweet dreams.
Okay, sure, I guess. Do I seriously not have 12.5? How do I only have 7,500? What did I buy and how good was it? Also, who are these braces for? Are they for Amber? Should Amber be wearing them? No, she has some +5s. I don't know. Maybe I was keeping them for Nenia. Can't remember. Anyway, the point is, where did my money go? Well, you know what? No, this is ridiculous. I'm going to load the game. I can get 5,000 gold in no time. Where did my money go? The question for the ages and also capitalism. I mean, yeah. Right, where do I want to get money? How do I want to do this? Probably quickest. Can I sell resources? Sure can't. I have to go back to Dresden. Fine. To the streets. I need to sell a handful of things so that I can not have to kill someone. Because he's probably got, like, a companion story, and we've already killed one companion just because she turned out to be the worst person. Alright. Alright. Two and shop. I do not care which. I don't care what they have to sell, I just care about the monies. Also, while I'm here, I'll give Nania those braces. Because, yeah, Nania's currently wearing a +1. And there, we can sell those. I mean, the bit where I bought 100 healing potions probably didn't help this financial situation. You want to eat any scrolls? No? Waldriff, want to eat any scrolls while I think about it? No, you are all full up on scrolls. Fair enough. That's what I was going to check to see. There's an easy way to get a whole bunch of money. I'm just going to see if the heart of the device sells, or like does anything other than sells. Nope. It's just a money rock / a trophy, and I don't really care for trophies that much. Not nearly as much as I care for having another companion quest to do. Because really, what this game has been short of is quests. Also, we have a blowtorch, but apparently that won't sell for anything. The heart of the device, there, 37 grand. That'll pay for Greybore. We need this book? No. Bunch of materials and stuff. These healing wands, I'll keep one of them. I could probably sell a bunch of these scrolls like these, and there's so many. And I have better stuff than Swarmbane clasps going on. Cool. 40 grand. Done. Right, let's try that again, shall we? And then we have to walk all the way back. Well, I guess we're doing some more Crusade stuff. As ever, this game is determined for me to never actually successfully get anywhere. And I know that a lot of this is kind of stuff I could be optionally not doing. But on the other hand, it's stuff. Who doesn't like doing stuff? You give me an RPG, you better expect me to look under every single rock. Let's go. And now let's pause because we've gone over a day. And there'll be Crusade stuff to do. Okay, why were you going to Treason Home? Are there any armies that look like you can fight them around here? I don't think so. Was I just going to be exploring and connecting roads because not having them connected annoys me? That was probably it. I'm just checking. There isn't any Crusade decrees I could be working on. There's make some more Lager Elementals. There's raise morale, which has never ever needed raising. A couple are already in progress. Do I want some more Elementals? How am I for energy points? 100. It would take like half my energy points. Yeah, that's only like a week's worth. Sure, why not? And frankly, if you can make beer Elementals, you know, why wouldn't you? And... oh, we gained 7,000 gold. Oh yeah, we just had to wait for the Unscrupulous Heir decree to finish, and we'd get a bunch of money. Welp. We've had someone killed. Good job, us. The vengeful noble perished before she could reach Dresden. Alexa, play... I don't know, Fantasy Despacito. All the currencies. Well, cool. And our armies have mapped that road. And they can't go down that road. They'll go this way. And done. And you carry on. We're going to get fatigued anytime soon. There we go. We literally don't have any potions we can craft. Ember, I'm begging you. Read the room. Now dialogue. I once ordered 3 wheels of a most excellent blue cheese, but they delivered 300 by mistake. I lived off the stuff for 2 weeks, but a man can only take so much mold. I mean, that's more mold than I could take. Let's be real, we all know this. I once lived off mold for 2 weeks too. Just mold, mind you, no cheese. Important chat, thank you, boy. Oh, that's just telling us we can recruit more people. I mean... nothing between their attractive ears, only mold. Yeah. You're kind of not wrong. None of these others go in this army. I have so much money. Sure, buy another 100 convicts. If in doubt, just throw even more convicts at them. As well, just keep beefing up the old armies. Oh, there's a demon's army approaching. The fort lands of Yathwatch is being besieged. So it is. We should look to that. Oh, and we made our elementals. Everything's ready for the jumble to be augmented. Oh, we have 2 things here. Oh god, are there going to be more side quests just when we thought? Just when we thought. The mage who examined the fragments of the revived flesh captured from the demons came to the conclusion that they were working pieces for a certain artifact. These fragments of flesh were meant to grow together and form a weapon created by dark, unnatural magic. The mage can try to complete the creation of this terrible item, but he needs the commander to decide what shape this item should take. We want the Club of Hunger. Or the Flail of Hunger. I mean, one of these just does more damage, but I guess needs somebody to have martial proficiencies, which has been an issue. Very much thinking out loud here. Let's have a club, just for accessibility. The mage has carried out his task. Thanks, mage. An odd and somewhat touched priest sought an audience. In a dream, he saw himself eradicate the world wound, and he's convinced that it was an omen. With the help of the relics he borrowed from his temple, he was able to make the arduous journey to Dresden. And now he's asking the commander to keep them safe while he's away on his quest to fight evil. So, agree and let him go to his death gets us Relics of the Blessed One, which is just a big mace. Just a big holy mace. Good against evil people and undead. Convinced that he is doomed is the good choice, and we make more finance. Or convince him to join the army is also good, and all generals get larger infirmaries, which would be nice, but we've had this talk about doing too many good things. Chaos choice. Chaos choice. The bright-eyed priest set out on his journey. It is unlikely that anyone will ever hear from him again. Just like, Commander, please, you must keep these relics safe while I go and defeat evil by myself. And Bigitha's like, yeah, right, bye. But now, what do we get? We still don't need to boost morale. One of those flags is now yellow because there's a siege happening, but we'll sort that. Let's get the attractive impulse, which I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to unbox on Twitch. You know, terms of service and all that. You are further away from the lands of Yathwatch than I thought you were. $185? Oh my god, I wish we had, like, a bridge. Or that they could use the teleport. What about Army 6? That's showing as yellow, but on the other hand, this is only 2 days walk rather than, like, 6. So, yeah. Cool. I guess Army 2, continue what you were doing. Oh, this is gonna run into this fort, which is probably way beyond us. It is level 9. I mean, it's possible I could still take it. Sure. I'm gonna save, just in case, but, you know, I think this is a throwing things at the wall kind of a day. So if we just give them mass hideous laughter... And then this road won't go where I think it will. This game hates me personally. And it just wants me to waste my time. Oh, but they're now much, much closer to the lands of Yathwatch. Alright. You should really get a general. We literally have a spare general. Why did I... Anyway. Well, congratulations. Now you have some Lager Elementals. What do Church Guards have? Dispel Aura of Onslaught. So they're clerics. Alright. And she's got a level weighting and everything. Yeah, just make the army bigger. Make my army grow. And let's try and keep the diversity of the forces and see what new kinds of units we can bring in. Some Hedge Knights. Sounds great. Oh, and they're mounted. Oh, she has multiple levels just waiting to go. Cure Wounds. I now have actually 3 kind of legit armies. Go me. Anyway, as we were... Okay, at least we didn't get a side quest from the priest we just sent to his death.
Let's have some fun.
Let's. If, you find fighting demons fun. And I'm going to say that I do, because why else do I play this video game about it? How do you not have a charge path? Anyway, what's a Vrolikai? They're new. Amber, it's a new thing. You want to Scorch and Ray it? Add it to your Scorchy decks. Waldriff, what if you also do that? Nice. And Darren, you should... just bless the party. Oh, that was quickened. I could have given him a second action. Oops.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Clyde, do you have a charge path? You do. Bigitha's not mounted again, is she? Well, rip that guy. Nice. Bismuth, can you charge? No, okay. You just walk over there, I guess. Ulbrig, do the job. Didn't quite manage the job, but that's okay. There we go. So many knives. Anybody want knives? Didn't think so. Well, I hope they've learned their lesson. Spoiler, they haven't, on account of their dead. Oh yeah, wait. Bigitha needs to saddle up. Like, now, before I forget. And now we go. Wait, have we gone over another day? No, this is the same day. We barely moved at all, Emma. And we're here. And we have enough gold to not have that happen again. Actually, wait. It will have auto-saved when we entered the area, so that's fine. I was about to save again just in case, but... Hey, Greyboar. Hey, Boar, if you will. I'm ready to hire you.
To offer you my services. As you can guess, a full contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
Yeah, right. I have the option to give him double, but that feels like it would be again me accidentally doing good deeds.
From now on, you no longer need to worry about someone making an attempt on your life. If anyone tries, I'll send them straight to their grave.
Can I level you from this screen, or do I have to put you in my party for that? Looks like I have to put you in my party. Where do you even go in this party? Do you replace Ulbrig? I don't think you do. I mean, you kind of replace Waldriff, but then we don't have any trickery. You replace Lan just for raw DPS? Sure, for now. With a thin smile, the dwarf hands you a neatly folded letter. Here, have this little souvenir. It's the letter ordering me to kill you. Something to show to your grandchildren. It says, Sir Greyboar, you failed to meet the terms of our last contract, even though the weapon I provided for you had a guaranteed lethal effect. In anticipation of your objections, I can assure you that the dagger was in perfect working order, and there is no doubt as to the functionality of its deadly properties. The failure to make proper use of the weapon is therefore entirely your own. However, considering your excellent reputation, I'm willing to give you a chance to remedy the situation. The demon leaders are no longer of interest to me. I now find Commander Bigitha Lordshot here, the new master of this town, to be far more troublesome. I'm willing to pay 6,000 gold pieces for her head, 3,000 of which you were already paid for the assignment you failed to complete. The remaining 3,000 will be enclosed with this letter. I hope you prove more successful this time. Your client. Sure. Hey, Greyball, want to level? We would... Yeah, we were just keeping you on Hardcore Slayer track, weren't we? I mean, we could put you into Assassin now that our other Assassin turned out to be a serial killer and died. I say those things like they just happened. But I mean, like, that you have a bunch of stuff at max level of being a Slayer, so... Yeah, just stick with it. Yeah, you're still auto-leveling. Opportunist. Make an attack of opportunity in response to an opponent being hit by another character. Solid. And level 13. I didn't even look at what Slayer's Advanced does. Can once per day increase movement speed by 30, and movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Huh. Just for quickly getting into things. I say getting into things like that. It sounds like I just mean like jars. +4 bonus on attack rolls to confirm crits. Yes. This all sounds good. Oh, you've got Dwarven Weapon Familiarity. You could be using an Urgrosh. Remember that bit where I was like, who'd ever use an Urgrosh? What does your equipment even look like? Dwarven War Axe and a Hand Axe. Would this mace be better than one of those? Yes. You only have a cloak of resistance +2. Oh, yeah. That should probably be on Regal, maybe. I don't know. Or you could just completely switch to using this Numerian Greatsword. Like, do you have a particular 2-weapon specialization? You have Mythic 2-weapon fighting. Okay, and greater 2-weapon fighting. So I should probably leave you on 2, which is a shame, because I have this cool Cyber Greatsword. But hey, we move. Yeah, I guess just use those for now. Cool. I got that relic from a guy I just sent to his death. You never met him. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Any other bits I could equip him with? I don't think so. Also have a mythic level. You want to have mythic power attack? To just hit things much harder? Is that good? I mean, I could give you flawless attacks instead. Let's leave it as it is. There, you have mythic power attack. Attack with mythic power.
Rules are made to be broken.
Okay, thanks for that insight, Darren. Now, heal his way. Ah, yes. Because didn't we get given a skull and we were told it was the key? So, yeah, the bone key, which we can't look at because we just got rid of it. And as we all know, when you put keys into doors, they just cease to exist entirely. Any other paths out here? I don't think so. That's an exit. What about here? Is that an exit too? Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, there is nothing outside. Right, let's go and Ivory Sanctum it up. I feel bad not having Lan. But I'd have to go all the way back to Dresden to swap him back in, and no. And here we are.
I lead, you follow.
It's far more of a big hole than I thought. Man, that's a bridge. It's fine.
Cover me, all right?
Demons.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I thought I was just going to be cover me, alright? I won't! Don't you just hate it when you rush into battle shouting, cover me, and somebody says, no.
Out of my sight.
You know how it is when they look up from the street and shout, save us, and you look down and whisper, no. Sorry, what were we talking about? You should study a share. It's remarkable that you don't apparently have a charge path, but use your new fast-moving feet to move fast.
Simply business.
And just murder them. Lovely. There's quite a few of them. Snipers sound bad, especially now that I don't have one. Get wrecked.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Why not both? He says, rolling a natural one. Okay, now we stop throwing fireballs. Are any of you a kitsune? No. I'm not going to say we're calling that cultural appropriation, but I'm not saying it. Whereas I use controlled fireball because I am a caster of culture. Wow. Clyde, do you have charge paths on anyone? Yes, but it would trigger an attack of opportunity. Never mind. Never mind. Just attack them regularly. Darren, advance slowly, like you do. You should throw some healing towards Greybor. He looks like he needs it. And that's quickened, so you have another attack. Must remember this. You can cast Chain Lightning now, so really, let's go. Oh yeah, and that drops a demon on them. That's fun. See, this is what happens when your person with sniper in their job title decides to shoot at something the size of a house that's a foot away. It goes badly. Stretch and hydrate, you make an excellent point. I mean, I did just hydrate, I just finished my tea. So, I'm going to call that one done. Greybor, kill this guy.
It's your time to cease.
Thanks, Greybor. We may have gone a little too hard on these randomers, I'll be honest. Maybe we should have saved some of these attacks for later. But on the other hand, perhaps not. Why is haste here twice? Why is dispel here twice? Why is dispel here 3 times? See, this is why you end up with such a cluttered hotbar, Emma. Oh, just magic missile it. Probably going to be immune to magic missile, isn't it? No? Okay, excellent. Oh, it breathes fire. Not particularly well, but, you know, an attempt was made. Just do something that won't take a spell slot. Yeah, 1 damage. Get that.
Run them through.
Duh. Ah! I said run them through, Clyde, not turn them into a gas. And X plus 1. Great Axe plus 1. Great Axe plus 1, or as we call them in the business, 2 Great Axes. Darren, just heal everyone up. Thank you, Darren. Also, let's see something on Darren's spellbook. Why do you only have 1 cast of inflict critical wounds? Ah, because it's not the actual spell, it's the ability of triggering a spell because the touch spell rules are deeply arcane. Also, oh no, those are different things. One's whole person, one's chains of light. Any other repeats? Because my god, your hotbar is congested. What was I just doing? Oh yeah, trap.
My tail is restless.
I am apparently possibly even more on top of things than usual.
Fine.
Is the demon standing on the thing I need to trigger? A wall inlaid with a whimsical mosaic of bones from humans, animals, and some unknown creatures.
I welcome you.
Darren, can you go over here and take your demon with you? Thank you, Darren.
I'm here. Where else would I be? Pretty good, aren't I?
What is it with rogues and low self-esteem?
Can we retreat already?
No. No, I think we... Like... It can be on the cards for later, but right now the plan is kill them. Should really have checked which ones he had a charge path on, because the answer appears to be none of them.
You're in my way.
And that speed increase has ceased to exist. Fair enough. Guess you do basically nothing. Slide. Just do it. Oh, they've got mages. We should probably be geeking those. Well geeked, thank you, Ulbrich.
And the demon says, "What? I thought you wanted me to get out of the way, and now you want me in this room. Make up your mind, mortals."
I will see to your demise.
Oh, there's another one there. Exciting. You just love it when there are more demons than you thought. Like when you think a bag of crisps is empty and then it turns out one of the corners just got folded round and it's got a couple more in it. I've checked, and my sources tell me this is a universal human experience. Oh, Scorching Ray is on there twice. Why are so many things on there twice? That's the trigger version of Vampiric Touch. It shouldn't be on there at all. Bone Shaker's on there twice. Just magic missile, this idiot. Am I calling Waljif or that one demon the idiot? Hard to say. What does Unholy Nimbus do? Don't love the sound of that. Is that what triggered the Unholy Aura, which... Yeah, I think. Oh, Unholy Nimbus. 1 round later, the light bursts in a 60-foot radius. Any non-demon within this area dazed for D10 rounds. Oof. Well, can we just... If we just kill it first, that solves the problem, yeah? Yeah? Scorching Ray always works.
Simply business.
Have we been leveling too much? You remember that bit where I'd said we weren't doing the... Jesus! Okay, no, it just immediately explodes if they die, turns out. Or maybe that didn't actually hit us. Yeah, you know how I said we weren't doing Midnight Isles because you get, apparently, like, 2 leveled too quickly? Have we done that accidentally anyway? I mean, I've just been doing all the side quests. Is that more grinding than they expect? How much grinding is a reasonable amount of grinding? I think we have a puzzle here. Murals. Tiles, at least.
Done.
A chaotic conglomeration of confessions from the Baphomet cultists. That's really hard to say. I murdered a Crusader officer, assumed his appearance, and served in a Crusade army for 10 years. I infiltrated the Inquisitor squad of Knabris and selected the cultists that were to be burnt at the stake for half a year. Nobody knows how much of this is true. But this one.
Got it.
This tablet is inscribed with the names of those who've ruled over the Ivory Sanctum since its founding. You recognize the last 2 names. Jarabeth, who was the demon who was, like, ruining everything in Wintersun, and Xanthir Vang, who we've, I think, vaguely heard of in relation to all the bugs that tried to eat us.
Done.
The long and glorious history of the Ivory Sanctum is described on this tablet. The Sanctum was built at the time of the Second Crusade and has served as a stronghold of Baphomet's unstoppable forces ever since.
Done.
And this one? Another chaotic conglomeration. I used to be a paladin of the Eagle Watch, but then I succumbed to the temptation, murdered 2 of my friends, and came here. I cooked for a crusade army for 5 years, poisoning at least 100 soldiers. Nobody knows how much of this is true. Why is this square being highlighted? Are these, like, pressure plates? Yeah, I mean, it does go click when I step on it. Is the door going to be locked if I don't do anything with them? Yep. Okay, so, Amber? And, sure, Greybore. Any other plates around here? No? Cool. Oh, hello again. A familiar narrow shadow appears before you. The antennae on the creature's head quiver, its hands linked tightly together. You have arrived, Commander, comes the high-pitched voice in your head. Discovered my castle in the clouds, although it is a far cry from what it once was. Jerabeth's voice buzzes with irritation. I have something you need, information and a system. You can help me in return. Let's talk. As a gesture of my goodwill, I will even allow your companions to hear our conversation. See, I am eminently reasonable. Go on. This place, the Ivory Sanctum, used to be my own personal domain. But in recent times I have been forced to share it with a horde of allies. There's one among them who will likely interest you. Xanthir, the Plagued One. Jerabeth's voice chitters with emotion. It drops to a heated whisper. A swarm that walks. A mesmerizing creation. Who could have imagined that a mortal could be turned into something so extraordinary? He is behind many of the calamities that have befallen you. From his hands that myself and other demons have received our new abilities. Kill him, and the lords will struggle to find his equal for a long time. I won't simply stand aside. I will help you as well. I'll tell you what I know, and ensure that my servants do not attack you here in the sanctum. Why is demon infighting? I mean, it's a very demon thing to do. Because I am a demon. Okay, yeah. There you go, told you. You detect amusement in Jerabeth's voice. Rules, laws, loyalty. Seek them in hell and heaven, anywhere but the abyss. I served Lord Baphomet for as long as it benefited me more than it cost me. I was the mistress here, in my castle in the clouds. The entire territory was under my control. But then Minago, that arrogant fool, botched the attack on Canabris and the Wardstones. Our laboratory in Dresden was under threat, and Xanthir and his minions were quickly pulled out of the city. They offered up the sanctum for his use, and made him the ultimate authority here over me. I was forced out of my private quarters, made to live on the margins within my own home, as a horde of demons from Discari's armies were herded in. With Xanthir playing commander and his servants ruining all my endeavors, there is nothing for me to do here. This place can fall for all I care. I will find a new patron in the abyss. That's why I'm telling you, kill our common enemy. I will help you do it. Oh wow, we have a lot of lore dumping. Xanthir used to live in Dresden? Yes, close to Minago. Where did you think she got that pet Nabasu of hers? I mean, honestly, I didn't think about it much. I just kind of assumed demons turn up. Alright, where's Xanthir then? He's very close, in my former private quarters. There's only a wall separating us, but his lair is well protected and you cannot access it from here. You have to make your way throughout the entire sanctum, crossing the bridge and the main guard post, which is headed by the cultist Zanidra. Coming back will be easier. There is a secret passage from Xanthir's lair into my rooms that can only be opened from the other side. Hang on a minute. Why does this Xanthir have a passageway into your chambers that only he can open? Actually, don't answer that. I already got the picture. Now, just need to find someone who can wipe it from my memory so I can sleep tonight.
Having the self-control to not ask questions that don't concern you is almost as valuable as having the self-control not to pick other people's pockets. There's a lesson for you, Waldriff.
I'll learn it well, Uncle Greybore. What would be really cracking is if you'd share that priceless wisdom with me before I actually need it, not after. Boys, quiet. I'm trying to talk. You seem to have a low opinion of Discari's peoples. I served Discari myself once, but I changed masters because life among the Descarites was just unbearably boring. Unlike followers of Baphomet, Discari's minions have no appreciation for the finer pleasures. All they know is killing and ravaging. You saw one of them, Darazan, in the battle for Dresden. He's a vivid embodiment of everything I despise about my former comrades. Primitive and predictable butchers, the lot of them. Can I have any more information, please? The information that you undoubtedly want more than anything. How the demons have started acquiring their new monstrous powers. Didn't start with Xanthir, and it won't end with him. But I will tell you what I know, only if you fulfill your part of the deal. What did you do with Mahivok? Because didn't you spirit him away last we talked? I gave him the thing he wanted most. The chance to be with me forever. In a new form. One more convenient for me. And for him as well, if ever I wish to take him with me to the abyss, for instance.
So his antics caught up to him. I feel bad for the fool, but what else could you expect? It happens to everyone who plays around with Fae and Oglins.
Yeah, right. The demon tilts her head to the side. That's good. Listen. There are two factions in the sanctum currently. Factions, if you will. The ones who came here with Xanthir do not answer to me. That group includes ordinary demons, mythic demons, and his loyal mortal mages. You will have to fight them. There's no getting around that. But then there are Baphomet's followers as well. I will give you my mark so that my subjects will take you for one of our own. They have been dying to take on our unwelcome house guests for a long time, so just tell them that their mistress says, do it. The demon smiles wistfully. My mark will also serve another purpose. If you defeat Xanthir, it will bind his swarm and force it to fly directly into my net. Cool, would have been great if that was before we explained before this. I cannot allow such a unique creature to disappear entirely. I will preserve him in some form. You once again hear an undercurrent of amusement in Jerabeth's voice. The demon waves a delicate hand in your direction. You're instantly doused in a sweet-smelling wave. And then it passes. There. The mark is in place. Go and find me in my main chamber when it is all over. Hooray! Question mark. This sign will make the servants of the demon Jerabeth acknowledge you. If you defeat Xanthir Vang, you will help Jerabeth capture his locust swarm, which seems potentially bad. But hey, what do I know? Everybody, not just Greyball, please. Hello, what's this? Whatever it was, I didn't touch it. Jesus! Why does that button exist? What?
Missed me already.
Darren, if you could just try and heal Clyde, please. In fact, I have so many healing potions. Clyde, if you could just drink a bunch of potions. And now you have vitiligo. Oh, that's probably just the particle effect has been paused. Oh, yeah, I forgot he was holding the dragon. Is the dragon even on? This isn't Clyde. The dragon is on. Excellent. Right, okay. Now nobody push a button.
Crusading isn't that boring.
Oh, there's another one who isn't dead. Hello.
Distract them for me.
Die!
It's your time to cease to exist.
Grey Boar is slower than I feel he should be. Well, rip. What about this guy? Nope, nothing interesting, just also rip. Let's go. I don't know, which way are we going? Let's go north-ish. There's a door here.
I will fight.
Hello. Are these all hostile ones? Yeah? You know the bit where there were meant to be a bunch of them on our side, Jarabeth? Okay, well these literally say Descari's Cutthroat, so... And... Okay, thanks for that, Ulbrich. I tried to get you to charge a guy, and instead you walked the other way and wasted an action. Love that for you. By which I mean stop doing it immediately. Get scorched. I miss having somebody who just has a ranged attack that doesn't use spell slots. Just punted. Just punted. That shouldn't be on your hotbar. Before you attack him, turn your claws on and see if you can make this work. Okay, so you're doing damage now. That's exciting, but also protective slime exists.
Let's hear you try.
You're in my way.
Not anymore. What the... What? How did that happen? How did you just turn into a Glabrazu? Is that a thing you can do?
I'll make short work of this. Time to share your treasures.
Too late for apologies.
Okay, see, that wasn't a ludicrous armor class for once. You just rolled like crap. Well, that guy's dead. That surprisingly talented guy. Oh, another Midnight Bolt. That's exciting. And a bunch of stuff to steal. Is any of it good? Not so far. Nope. But there is a locked one there. Well, Jeff, make it not a locked one.
This is my kind of work.
Ooh. More notes on Finian. Master, the second stage of the testing process was a success. Specimen 367, Finian Dismar, turned into a dagger on command. The blade is of flawless quality. It controls the depths to which it plunges in the victim's flesh, adjusting the strike. The Crusader provided for the experiment was dissected alive, with no damage to internal organs within 15 seconds. The incisions are clean and smooth, and the blade is undamaged. Additional notes, the specimen still makes unwanted noises. Please, such as stop and don't do this, can be discerned. The application of acid works as a temporary solution. Oh my god, this is such an SCP moment. Tell you what, this seems like a good time as any to take our first break. I'm going to go and move and water and all of the good self-care things. You should do the self-care too. Get up and move around and have a drink and have a snack. Take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. And let the ads run while I'm away. And we'll continue with this Ivory Sanctum nonsense in a few minutes. Alright. I love you all. See you in a few. And I'm back. Hello, everyone. I wonder if we can talk to Finian now that we've found that thing. No? Okay. Unless it was buried in the I want to talk about you, but... Okay, no, bye. Okay. Everyone regroup so Darren can heal you.
The pleasantries.
That'll do. You know what, actually. Might as well. There we go. Problem solved. Rest from mine. Demon bedroom? I mean, barracks is probably the word. Oh, there's a sniper right there. Let's kill him. Which I realise now I don't have land to just immediately act on those kill orders. Boo.
Out of my sight.
I mean, Darren still has a bow, so there's that. Scream at them. Light, can you charge him? No? Okay.
Out of my way!
Rolled in that one, still did 19 damage. You love to see it.
Cover me, all right?
Can you charge? No.
You had your chance.
Oh, there's another one. More snipers than anticipated. Also a demon? A pie in a jar? A pie in a jar? Oh yeah. Camera angles, everyone.
I will see to your demise.
Maybe not demise, but, you know, certainly got shot in the face. So there's that. Oh, there's even more. Maybe try and burning arc them all. Didn't manage to get those. Killed that guy, though. Okay, can you charge that? No? Why not? Why are they all shooting at Ember? I mean, given how much I say Geek the Mage, I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised, but still, honestly, come on, guys. Vibrate its bones. And then they did. Oh, you can charge that thing. Study it first. Because you can study something that quick before you run into it, right? That's how studying works. Sneak attack by clipping through the Triceratops. I mean, it is one way to be unexpected, I suppose. You run over here, throw a general heal down. Ulbrig! Snipers. You know how we said there were more snipers than anticipated? Well, make there be less than anticipated. Scream at the demon. Scream it, if you will. Nice. Now kill it. The system works. And then you switch weapons, which will be your last action. And it's a very useful thing for you to do, I'm sure. No?
Simply business.
How can you... Okay, sure, I guess.
Precision
And dead. Precision and grace, but more importantly, unimaginable violence. Bit +1. Bunch of tests that... if they've just got miscellaneous vendor trash, I'm alright with that. Because that's money.
This is my kind of work.
Roll of break enchantment. Not terrible. A book, The Unsung Feats Behind the Crusades. I'm good. I don't really need to read more cultist propaganda. If I wanted that, I'd just be on Twitter. I mean, like right now, not just in general, because which I very much am. And there's a link to it down there. Random crap. Random crap. Creme soup with a snout. Excuse me? Those are words. Well, now I know how to cook those words. Okay, that's everyone in here. May as well keep going this way rather than opening another door, although that's a corridor, so it's... should we open this door? Let's open this door and see what happens. We opened it with our minds. Through the power of thought alone. We have reached another corridor. Oh, this place is going to be a thing.
Onwards.
Let the duel commence.
Oh, you another mythic one. Yeah, distorted mythic babao. Which I don't know what that gives them. Does it just make them better in general? Oh. Whose turn is it? Ulbrich. Jump on this Minotaur? No, you will just walk over there. God, I hate this interface sometimes. Weird lag? What do you think this is? Baldur's Gate? It's funny because that game also occasionally has lag. Everybody get haste. I feel like we could use some more mobility around here. And everyone get blessed. Why not? Study that babao. Prophet of Baphomet. Cast Divine Power. That's quite something. That's not the Prophet of Baphomet, that's the other one. 12 Cleric and 6 General Monster. Okay. That's fun. Let's kill you. Or we could roll a nat 1. That's certainly another thing we could do. Nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah, and Gravewell has Rupture Restraints as a mythic, so he can just be like, no, I do not wish to be staggered, so I will not be. If it were me, I would simply not be staggered. Nice job, Mythic Babao.
Distract them from me.
What's it a myth about? How one guy couldn't hit.
I'll make short work of this.
Truly, this is the sickest burn I've ever come up with.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Yeah, get right. Try and cast heal, and instead just get hit a lot. And now you're dead. Can we stop wailing on Ulbrich just because he's the tank? Honestly. SMA. And the Mythic Babao gets back up and immediately gets smacked.
Time to share your treasures.
And now is actually dead. And we get a Great Axe +1. The Mythic Babao didn't even have any good loot. Mass Inflict Moderate. These corridors do not particularly mesh well with the UI presentation of this game. Okay, there's some skulls I can interact with. One of them will probably trigger a trap, or possibly both of them will trigger a trap. Where's the other one? There was one on this side. Where was it? Over there. Over there. Seriously? Fine, I guess I'll push the one that still exists. Don't know what that did. Possibly nothing. Come on, where's the other skull I can press? I just want to... Ah. Aha! We found a room with a coffin in it. And several other skeletons who didn't apparently get coffins. Mysterious note. The layman and the wise man perceive different things in the same symbols. This is true. Seek out precious knowledge where others blindly pass it by. 3 changes place with 4, turn the star to nothing, and behold a star in the darkness, but a different one. Okay, that's going to relate to a puzzle I presumably haven't run into yet. And this skull really did nothing, huh? Still weird that we don't need to actually go to the doors to open them.
I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
I'm not. Amber, I love you, but still. There's a disciple of Xanthir, who we should probably rush. Oh yeah, even if I have see invisibility up, it's still tricky, what with the concealment bonus. Can you stop murdering Ulbrich? Jesus. Darren, you're not going to be able to hit him with any heals, are you? I guess just walk slowly forward. It's fine. Darren has that whole thing where he just becomes unkillable. Unlike that guy, who was really quite killable. Let's rate the killability of some other dudes, shall we? Oh yeah, and I gave him that thing where if he falls to 0, he regains some health and summons some skeletons. That's fun, I forgot he had that. Hi? Having a party over there? Can anybody come to this Shadow Demons Votary Convention, or is it just the 18 of the 2 of you? Surprise skeletons, I mean... They should never be that surprising, we've all got them. Really, you wonder why they're one of the horror movie monsters, given that we all deal with them every day.
Out of my way!
Whoa, and now there's a Nefeshni there. We just keep gaining more enemies all the time. Do you have a charge path on any of these fools? You sure don't. So I guess just walk into the middle of the room and see what happens. Study that Nefeshni. Just charge straight past Woljip and get knifed on the way. It'll be great. Okay, has Ulbrich gone into unkillability mode? Yes. Also, he's blind. And has taken a bunch of strength damage. Not having the best day, is my point. Haha! Get stabbed by all these skeletons that you indirectly caused. And then just walk 2 feet to the left and do nothing else. Not a fan. Okay, Darren. Darren. Throw a channel back. Make people slightly less dying. And Ember, make other people more dying. You want Fireball? We got Babies on Racks. No, that's a different reference. Waldriff, go stab the big guy. Well stabbed. Disciple of Xanthir, very dead. Waldriff, you may be beginning to regret stabbing the big guy. How can you not charge him, Grey Boar? Oh, it just counts as too far. The circle's intersected. This game, I swear to God. Oh, and now we're getting webbed. You want to Scorching Ray this guy? Let's go and scorch his rays. They're busy being webbed. Murder, thank you. Well murdered. Oh yeah, and Greyboar got his opportunist thing. Study the votary, and then charge the votary. Not particularly quickly. Is that a charge so much as just a kind of amble? And then we all get phantasmal putrefied. Fun, fun, fun. And then you eat another fireball. It's a great system. Greyboar is right there. Yeah, you can handle it.
Victory is worth the pain.
Exactly. Greyboar agrees with me. And now I say that out loud. I'm like, eh. Does that make me feel worse? Perhaps. Yeah, scrolls. Wow, there is so much crap to steal. Steal all the crap. Which wasn't meant to be going into like Final Fantasy level up music. Steal all the crap. Da 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 da. Steal all the crap in the kitchen. Let's steal all the crap. Also, that I think turned into crab. Silverbell. Can we not loot the disciple? He had like a cool scythe that did... This is literally a cookbook. That did strength damage. And like, if I'm going to take the strength damage, I might as well also take the scythe. Eventually it all turns to crab. I mean, yeah, this is true. It comes for us all. More of the storyteller's notes. Love that for me. More stuff I can sell. Because we've had this talk about how I apparently need more money than I had. Okay, right. Darren, I think it's throwing around restorations time.
Rules are made to be broken.
There's such a delay on that Magritium Turinos. Heal does also do the job. Just something to keep in the back pocket, I guess. Magritte yourself, Turinos. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying words. Frankly. Okay, everyone's ability damage is healed, and now we also give people a bunch of HP back. And now we tell people to use potions instead. There's a reason we bought all these potions. That's the thing, we may have had less money than we thought, but we're very much rich in potions. Okay, getting a sense for the size of this place just by how big the bit we are at the minute fits into the map tile. The bit we have explored at the minute. You know what I mean? Words. What even are they? Pick this lock.
This is my
Because
kind
you're
of work.
Wib Jib Jib Jib. And you can pick any lock in the world. This room is suspiciously empty. There sure is a series of sigils on the wall we can poke. Yay, it's a puzzle. I mean, there's a door here that we
Over
could...
there.
And there's something over there. It's a coded note. A triangle, an upside-down 5-pointed star, squares, and circles. Okay, that's going to be... Requires a key. Really? Fine. Would have thought Wardrobe could just pick any lock. That's him. Okay, so here we have... hexagon, circle, diamond, pentagon, triangle. And the coded note said... the coded note. Triangle, upside down 5-pointed star, squares and circles. It's not the most useful description. That's not the one. Where was the other mysterious note? 3 change place with 4, turn the star to nothing and behold a star in the darkness, but a different one. 3 change places with 4, turn the star to nothing. What does that mean? If I poke this, is it going to cause a trap? What if I just do them in order? Then it hurts. Got it. Cool. Asked and answered, I suppose. I take it I can't just open this. Yeah. Maybe I need another note for this to make sense. But now, we'll just remember that there's a puzzle at the top, and we'll go back down here. Ha! We'll remember where a thing is. That's... I almost convinced myself for a minute there, and then I remembered who I was talking to and also who I was. Lots of ominous corridors around here. Very big on the ominous corridor meta. Hello. Get shot. What? Oh, there's a staircase. I didn't realise that. Alas. Perception check failed. What, for the staircase?
Pay attention.
There's a button there. The last time we pressed a button, it triggered a death trap. Will this also do that? Find out next turn on... God, I love fighting Calavacus that aren't also the Borg. Their AC is so much lower. Mind Fog. From a Coloxus Defiler. Ah, don't love that. Alright. Can I not interact with this button in combat? Seems not. Oh. Now I know. No charge paths, of course. That would be far too easy. But now here you are, and Bigitha still has her actions. So I guess just attack the one who's got this mind fog up. And miss a lot, you know. Part of the system. What does mind fog even do? Minus 10 wisdom checks and will saves. Lasts for 2 to 6 rounds after you leave. It's not that bad. Like, I've had worse. Have you had worse than bone shaking? I mean, it depends. It's only 20 damage. If you haven't had worse than that, lucky you. There's a fun thought experiment. How many points of damage do you think you've racked up in your life? Answer in the comments, or don't. You don't owe me that. Yes, yes, mind fog, I know. Welcome to my world. Phantasmal web. You've made everyone think about spiders. Good job. It's pronounced Madam Web. No. And now you've had a song of discord and made us all hate each other, which, like, again, I can do that. You're not special. I can make myself hate my friends.
Cover me, all right?
Scream time. Aha. You may have all the mirror images in the world, but you still got ears. What, Greybor? Oh, are you immobilized? I think so. Can you stop just throwing every debuff on me? It's just annoying. And then you die anyway, so really, was it worth it? Like, do you really think you're coming out of this on top, even if you cast every spell you have? And then we all attack each other? And Clyde dies? But can't really permanently die on account of being an animal companion. Headquarters, maps, scouting reports, mission plans. Your officers would be very keen to take a look at these documents. I mean, I would also like to. Rather than just having them replied like, hey, these documents are really cool. Replied, described is the word I was looking for. Loot the things. Nothing particularly interesting. There's a book here. On the nature of the divine, whatever, I'll sell it later. There's more books over here. This one has rocks in. This chest, probably a trap. 5%? Fine, expert lockpick, 55%. That's more than half. Why is Darren doing it? Oh, because I have Darren selected. Maybe that's why was a 5%. Yeah, when I actually have somebody with a trickery score selected, it's 100%.
This is my kind of work.
Great. And get Fortune's Temper. +4 Holy Star Knife. And on crit, casts Prayer. Not terrible. I don't really know who it would be for. Because they're martials, so you can't use them. I mean, do you have finesse? I mean, yeah, even if you did, no, right? Yeah, I don't know who this is for. Oh, I could use it. It's so much less good than my cookery of everything. More books. And a map. There's a door. Darren, you should throw around some heals. And specifically throw Clyde some heals. You have one cure critical left. Give me an actually full heal spell. There we go. 117 points of healing. You'll love to see it. Oh yeah, what does this button do? I don't know what that button did, and now I'm worried. Maybe I unlocked the door. Let's go with that. Summoning circle. Fun times. Out of my way. A cultist wearing a Descarite robe clenches his fists and glares at the servants of Baphomet blocking his path. The enemy is at the gates. You must release the specimens. That's a direct order from Xanthir, the Plagued One. Hear that? A woman in armor decorated with an ox head emblem laughs disdainfully. Her fellow believers echo her mocking laughter. Xanthir, the Plagued One, gave us an order. Direct order. He said that to you, did he? Yeah. You open it then. Go on, I won't stop you. Open the cage and we'll stand back and watch that beast bite your locust-filled head off. Now isn't the time for your petty grievances. I made myself clear the first time we've been invaded. The enemies are inside the Ivory Sanctum. They'll be here any moment. Well, the enemies have been here for a long time already. The Templar barks, and the cultist steps back in surprise. You came into our Ivory Sanctum, setting yourselves up as the masters, sullying the place with your experiments. Do you know what this room used to be? Hall of Converts, a monument to our greatest victories. Portraits of former enemies who switched to Lord Baphomet's side used to hang here. We kept their armour and the corrupted symbol of their pitiful godlings. Your Xanthir, the syphilitic one, ordered it all to be put into storage and put a zoo in its place.
No sanctum left if the Crusaders... Stop.
The frightened cultist points at you, and the eyes of everyone present are turned in your direction.
Who goes there? I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
Now, I have setting off Jerebeth's plan, or I just have doing trickster things. Just telling people to go, ye heroes, go and die. And if you've met me, I think we know which way this is going. The great Xanthir Vang says for you to hide from the Crusaders in the cage. Don't be afraid, the demons won't touch you. Jesse Custer voice activates. What do you mean they won't touch us? Rubbish, they'd be silly as soon as look at us, but we're back to chaotic neutral.
You don't believe me? Are you doubting the words of the esteemed Xanthir, the Plagued One? Watch and be amazed with me, brothers!
Okay, so we were only saying it to the Xanthir people. Nice of them to close the door after them. Oh, but then they attack anyway. Can I not just be like, hey, Jerebeth says do it? Guess not. Guess these people just get to die. You all saw how I tried to not have them die. Actually burning out, they're all standing very close together. Nice. I mean, didn't do a huge amount of damage. There's a fourth one. I didn't even see the fourth one. And then the fourth one shot Woljif a lot. Kill the fourth one. Thank you, Aubrey. And now they're fighting the demons, which seems at odds with what I told them, but hey. Great, but walk into the middle of this summoning circle, it'll be fine. Amber, do your thing, I guess. Actually, control Fireball. Why not? Ulbrick can take it. Oh, hey, here's a demon. Forgot we had a demon. I always forget these demons when they're not, like, on screen. At all times. Very much the Poochie of the demon world. Good topical reference there. This is quite funny, I'll be real. Spirit Walk, what does that do? Becoming corporeal and invisible so you can just warp out of there. Well. Boo.
Distract them for me.
Can I distract them in the form of violence? Are you distracted? I mean, if I pull aggro, which is really what distracting is when you think about it.
Simply business.
All going good in there, yeah? Evade, the cage key, which I don't particularly intend to be using. You guys good? I think you are. You know what you're doing.
Move out.
I welcome your company.
Can you stop with the Ajani Saboteur? I'm, like, trying to concentrate. What's in this last cage that's open and has, like, a cloud in it? Are they just cheesing them from the other... Oh, no. That's some other demons. See, this is the... This is the, battle system we could be using. Also, people have been taking wisdom damage again.
Missed me already.
Yeah, because you know how to cure ability damage. Of course, that was my last cast of that. I guess I could throw a heal on Amber. She doesn't need wisdom. I get the feeling that walking into this third cage will just aggro the demons. I have no particular quarrel with them while they're in cages.
Over there.
Oh, trap.
Something wrong?
Yes. Everything. So much. Have you seen where we are? But in this case, you can deal with it.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Head on.
You'll do. You see that pressure plate with an ominous gargoyle right next to it? Have you considered that it might be a trap? Teacher. Oh. I didn't think we were actually heading to Xanthir, but here we are.
It's the Crusaders. They're already here. The commander herself is with them.
Don't be such a coward. These pathetic knuckle-draggers are powerless before the might of the great Xanthir, the Plagued One. The figure in the robe turns toward the cultist, who automatically takes a step back, bringing a hand to his mouth. There is no human face beneath the grey hood, just a swarm of shifting locusts. Did I not say what I would do to the next half-wit who dared to call me by that ignominious moniker? I put so many locusts in you that you explode. It's the new system. Xanthir shakes one of his sleeves. A small swarm of locusts emerges from within it and envelops the cultist's head. Shrieking, he tries to get them off, but they've already burrowed their way inside, turning his face into one gaping wound. Gross! The unlucky cultist continues screaming desperately for a few seconds, and then his body explodes into pieces as the locusts burst out from within. I've seen the mummy. You come here. We still have time to complete the transformation. He beckons a demon over, and it scrambles eagerly toward the threatening-looking machines. Xanthir turns to his surviving students. And all of you, do as I've taught you. Try just this once to follow my instructions to the letter. And if anyone drops another Nahindrian crystal, will only have himself to blame for his horrible fate. Knowledge check. Break the locust magic. To the tune of the theme from the English dub of Monkey. You quickly realise that the Wall of Locusts is not magic in itself, and you cannot break it as you would a spell. Well, that's fair. We still have this plus 23 mobility, so I think we'll probably be fine. Disperse! With deft movements, you scatter the buzzing insects into the air, creating a gap in the wall that you can pass through into the chamber. Hooray! Turns out the secret power was bugs all along. The demon summoned to the machine howls in pain. Paying no attention to you, Xanthir Vang places crystals in the demon's body, and you sense rather than see the demon change into something different. Something more frightening than before. So this is what the deal is with the mythic demons, I'm assuming. Xanthir Vang looks at his students, who are only just starting to carry out the procedure on their own demons. Is your rummaging? Consider your lesson ended. You're working too slowly. Unchain these beasts and defend the chamber. Fight until the last. Well, guess we got ourselves a fight on our hands. Hello, it's us, we're the heroes. You can tell by the number of people we kill. Charges still don't work that way, and death from above is still a charge. There's another mysterious wall button. You know all those Swarmbane classes we just sold because we have better amulets? Maybe should have thought that one all the way through. Well, with that said, I can't remember if we knew we were going to be coming up against Xanthir here. It's been a long time since I got sent on this quest, alright? Charge this guy. For 1 billion damage. Grabby is what I'm calling you now. Just walk into the room menacingly. Waljif, walk into the room and then actually do something. I think if you just haste us. Party Rittig. Rock casts mirror image, as they do. Then Nabasu does a whole bunch of damage to lots of people. That's fun. Amber, what do you have? I mean, it looks like the swarm is the only thing really within range, so just Scorching Ray it. I was just like, why has Ulbrich changed colour? Yeah, he has been webbed. He cannot do anything on account of the web. Also, I should turn power attack back on. She said, tempting so much fate. He's literally the size of a car, standing still and covered in spider webs, and you still can't hit him? There may be no hope for you. Use my last channel. Clyde, can you close the distance on these fools? Yeah, you can. Nice. Greyball, can you charge these fools? Oh my god, you actually can. In that case... But you were out of range to study them. That's surprising. I guess it's because the haste has increased everyone's movement speed.
Time to share your treasures.
We do not care for your stunning screech. It's not that stunning. I've seen it before. I mean, I just fireball them, right? That's what I do here. That's probably going to hit Greyball as well. That won't. All about finding the right pixel. That looks bad. Probably bad. There's an archer there. I didn't even realize there was an archer there. Yeah, Chain Lightning seems reasonable here. Nice. And it gives me a demon that I forgot about.
Out of my sight.
Nice, nice. And they're all dead. Go us. And now we steal their stuff. Like this chipped key from the Ivory Sanctum. Scroll of Plague Storm. Excellent. Bloodstained coded note. Chamber. Lord. 4 symbols, but only the first 2 can be seen. A 6-pointed star and a triangle. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be able to piece together the code from all of these. Let's examine things. A complex device combining technology and magic. The leather straps used to restrain victims look worn from frequent use. Somebody needs to be taking better care of their leather straps. Like, there's YouTube tutorials about that and everything. Wisdom +4, some elemental essence, some random crap, a mace I will not take. Xanthir Vang on the nature of demons. I don't care. I don't care. A button. What did that do? A pressure plate.
Over there.
There's a skull to push over there. designed this place? Did Baphomet just really like Resident Evil games?
This is my kind of work.
If there are this many puzzle locks in your house, I don't know what to tell you. And we get to the Ravager of Dread. +4 against Confusion and Fear. And if you fail, then afterwards you get more damage and better saving throws. That sounds good. Grey Boy, you probably got a ring slot on account of you haven't been here. Does anybody else need this wisdom hat? I think Bigitha is the only wisdom caster here, and she's already got a +4. It's all fine. I mean, I say puzzle locks. Most of the puzzles have come down to press all the buttons available until something happens. And the one time that did, you know, trigger a rolling boulder trap and nearly kill us, but, you know. 5 out of 6. Aha, we had the key to that door. What about this door? There is no key for that door, or at least we don't have it. So presumably it's another puzzle lock. Could we poke around and see if we can work out the puzzle lock? Oh, well, there's a pressure plate and there's a button. Press the button, we press the plate. No, there must be another thing. Is there a skull to press? That's usually the third thing. By which I mean it was the third thing one time in this room.
I lead, you follow.
What about that? Is that a thing? No. Have we all failed a perception check here? Have I personally failed a perception check here? You want me to poke every skull in the world? Because I can't. Not gonna, give me the option to do that. What if it's both pressure plates?
Don't mind me.
And while you're on them, Amber, go and press this button. Haha! There were not 2 puzzles. There was only ever 1 puzzle. Much like film noir detective cases. Ah, options. Okay, well, that one seems to be going into the center. Which sounds like it will be
Onward.
a thing.
You can handle them, right?
Ah, so many shares, so many shares. So many shares, so few sheep. Is there an intentional pun in there, given that they're goat demons? I don't know.
Cover me, all right?
Wow. I mean, they covered you in bits of demon. And just fireball these idiots, alright? Pictured, these idiots whom you should fireball. Well, that worked. Oh, there's a Calavacus over there I didn't notice. But all the shares are dead, so there's that. Ah, Calavacus casts haste on itself and enslaves a soul. I know this dance. And there's suddenly a Glabrezu here that was presumably invisible.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Let's hear you cry.
Did you hear him cry?
Is that yours?
I didn't.
Why not both?
Do we have to bring him back to do that?
I will see to your demise.
Or not? But hey. What do we want to hit this one with? Is it immune to negative levels? There isn't. Innovate it, why not? Old time's sake. And then miss because of concealment. I really should have thought that one through. Okay, it's no longer invisible. Love that for us. Don't love it for Waldriff on account of him being beaten into pulp. That took off at a really weird angle, Ulbrich. Just go perpendicular to reality, it'll be fine.
You're in my way.
Run them through.
Darren, if you could just throw a bunch of health back into Waldriff. I mean, I know I used Breath of Life even though he hadn't technically died, but at the same time, it's just a really good heal when it comes down to it. I mean, I probably don't need to do anything else with Ember. You're probably fine, but on the other hand, you have a bunch of Fireball casts. And, you know, 55 damage is 55 damage. Thanks for just attacking the tank. Which, I mean, it's still rude, but, you know. It's rude in a slightly more handleable way. Decent scroll. Nothing else. Something here. Oh, is that a dead griffin?
Just look at this.
Old Briggs shakes his head sorrowfully.
You know, there was a time when Sarkoris was teeming with griffins. Now, bones all over the place. Human or animal, I have no idea, but these here bones, I'd recognize them anywhere. This was a griffin. Nay, these were griffins. These shattered ribs must be from a big one, and this claw is so tiny, must have been a baby. Oh, what did those vermin do to you?
I am sorry.
Thank you.
Ulbrich tugs at his beard.
Those demons weren't content with slaughtering the people, they killed the animals too, and the plants. Poisoned the earth itself. Why would they do that to us? Why?
Griffins were sacred back in the day, right?
Well, how should I explain this? We don't go about faith the way townsfolk do with their temples. You know, this here is sacred, don't touch it, and that there is profane, do whatever you like with it. With a fence between the two. We don't have any animals that aren't sacred. You might think a hare was just a snack with a pair of ears, but gods forbid you offend those who pray to the great hare. Then you have the griffin, a noble and beautiful beast, kin to Evar. Griffin took to stealing horses from a village, you can be sure the locals would make short work of him without a prayer passing their lips.
Cool.
Wait. They may be animals, but it still isn't right to just leave it all like this. Let me at least say a prayer for them.
Ulbrich puts his hand together in a ritual gesture and mutters a prayer. Ulbrich's pain resonates in your heart, and before you know it, you're joining him in his prayer. You feel as though the spirits of the long-gone griffins answer your whisper. Was that a buff? No? Okay, that was just a little interlude. Got it. A linterlude, if you will. Lilterlude? Interlil. I need to stop. There's some golems here. Bones gnawed by huge teeth and clumps of meat ripped by sharp claws lie scattered across the floor. Remains of a repast for a large, raging monster. Tell you what, we'll find out more about that soon, because I need to once again go and take a break so Twitch can do a capitalism, and also so I can move around. You all should do the self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you still need to. This is your reminder. And we'll be back for the last part of the stream in a few minutes. Let the ads run if you can, and otherwise take care of yourselves out there. Alright. Love you all. See you in a few. And we're back. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing fine out there. Go and annoy these golems. Stone lips appear on the golem's unmoving face, and it loudly says, "Intruder detected. Hey, dragon, where have you gone? Better fly back here and fight as teacher Xanthir the Blake." Ow! The golem makes a noise like it's just been smacked upside the head. "As teacher Xanthir Vang ordered, or else your eggs will be destroyed." Oh, it's that dragon. So I imagine if we hadn't hunted her down, she would be causing problems for us now. I do see a certain resemblance between the metalheads of these intellectually advanced creations and the metalheads of many of our noble paladins and crusaders. In unison, the golems swing their fists above the eggs on the ground. Well, let's do a knowing things check. These are woundworm eggs, and they look like they'll soon hatch. In unison, the golems bring their fists down onto the eggs. The shells are instantly crushed, and a flaming, gooey substance spills out onto the floor. You see small lizards crawling about among the crushed eggs. Soft and blind dragonlings that have not yet grown their hard scales or powerful fangs. Beneath the golem's fists, their delicate, beautiful little bodies are turned into a repulsive slop. Gross. All assigned objectives have been completed. Plan deactivation. The golems slowly lower their hands, freeze like statues. We didn't do anything. Stinks of rotting meat. Great. We did nothing, and we got 960 XP for it. Well, I mean, we did fight a dragon. Outside? There's a back door? Gotta check this out. Oh, I apparently didn't pick up one of the cage keys. Oh, these are presumably the people who were inside the cages are now dead, and I can remotely loot them. Anything else of interest? We've killed a lot of people and found a lot of loot. Oh, do I want this book? Oh yeah, I said I didn't want any of that propaganda. Well, I've got it now. If you feel it's too dark in a dungeon, break out some lights. I mean, that's true in real life, too. Hi. Okay, no, this isn't really a back door so much as just a separate area.
Smile. The world's not ending.
Actually, if you just drink a bunch of potions. Thank you. That looks a lot better.
Distract them from
I
me.
won't let you hurt my friends.
It strikes me we've got rid of basically all the, like, religiously motivated in the Crusade party members, and it's just, we're here for money, lols. I mean, she's not so much religious as just very moral and idealistic. Lols, chaos, and whatever Ulbricht's here for. Mostly because he told me he would. Okay, way to do yourself 3 strength damage. Love that for us. Study it and then kill it.
You had your chance.
Or roll a natural 1, that's also a thing you could do. Is that permanent or temporary strength damage? It is permanent. Oh, fine. Drop a heal on him. There, he's fine. Plus now we have a spare demon. Fireball. No, not there. In such a way that it only hits the demon, please, Amber. Nice. Haste, Enslave Soul, all the greatest hits.
Out of my way!
And now you're dead. How did those greatest hits work out for you? Hello.
After all.
But wait, there's more demons. dropping in like Dave Navarro on a monitor that wasn't there before. And if you understand that reference, I'm sorry.
Precision and grace.
Die!
And now you're dead. Oh, we can cross the fissure. To the tune of Shock the Monkey by Peter Gabriel. Okay, there's more things over there. Let's try and cross the fissure tonight. And succeed. Oh, Forimarak's back. Well, rip my throat, I guess.
You again! You again!
The Vrock points her sharp beak at you.
You wrecked everything in the scar, and now here you are. Without your messing, Xanthe the Plagued One would have made the Vrock a great demon by now. But all is lost! Lost! Now that cursed creepy crawly Jeribeth is laughing at the Vrock again.
The demon caws plaintively. This is weirdly jaunty. How does Xanthe make demons great?
He has a special ritual for that, and crystals. Crystals are the crux of it. Tree. The name is hard, the Vrock does not remember. But when you put the crystals in a demon, it makes them great right away. Walking around laughing, spitting at the Vrock, even when it is no mighty demon, just a mage abracandilo. But when the Vrock becomes great, oh, how they will pay.
Yes, hydrate, that's a good idea.
She's scary. She's totally stupid and clueless like a child. But she likes killing and torturing people, and he knows how to do it. It's like watching a baby pick up a knife. Who's stupid? Vrock stupid? The Vrock, you're the stupid one. The Vrock is cleverer than anyone.
To intimidate Vrock. I love how Ember has our best intimidate score just because she's got so much persuasion. Do we tell them that Jeribeth? No. Threaten the demon. I'm going to go and kill Xanthe Van. Get out of the way. Move, demon.
That's fair. Kill.
In sheer terror, the demon defecates straight on the floor. Why was this a detail you felt necessary to put in? Filling the surrounding air with an unbearable stench. Flapping her wings awkwardly, she flies away as quickly as she can. Alright. Did that achieve anything? What did that achieve? Oh, we can go this way. Right, I thought there was nothing and we just made a demon crap herself for giggles. Which I can absolutely see. We got 30 XP for that encounter somehow. Yeah. Okay, this ground appears to not exist. So yeah, my dragon is having a whale of a time. Yeah, so we get nothing? We threatened a demon and it was funny. I think that's meant to be our reward. Sure, and 30 XP, of course. Alright, let's go back. Wait, no, sorry. We got 30 XP for the Intimidate check. If you look at this combat log, which you can't quite see because it's behind me, but I promise you is correct, we got 480 XP for that encounter. How's our XP looking? We are well on the way to 14. The Labyrinth Minotaur. I mean, that is the traditional kind. Did Asterion have a hammer this big? I don't necessarily know as we have any kind of canon on that. So I'm going to say yes. Move over here and a lightning bolt. I need to remember she's really spec'd to fire, so doing non-fire things will probably be less good.
I'll make short work of this.
Oh, another one. Double the Minotaur, double the fun. Allegedly. Well, now there is only half the Minotaur that there were, but given that there were double the Minotaur before, half the Minotaur has resulted in, checks notes, Minotaur. Greater invisibility is also on my hotbar twice. What can I shoot you with? Acid arrow. How do you feel about acid? Not particularly fast. How do you feel about Triceratops? Oh, you didn't like that at all. And you dropped a scroll and some fairly crap loot. Can we have your big hammer? We can! It's just an Earthbreaker +1, but on the other hand, big hammer. Don't know why I say it like that. I'm retroactively deciding that that Minotaur was called Big Hammer Shard. Hi. So, this is more of an army than I thought. I think I keep thinking we're taking a side route and we end up just walking into main quest progression. The demons land on the rock with one heavy thud after another, the sounds merging into an unending barrage. More and more fiends appear around you. Many of them are twitching, convulsing, their heads rolling on their necks like they've been stunned. Their disgusting flesh bursts open before your eyes, and strange crystals grow from the wounds. And here is somebody. Oh, it's Sinedra. A well-built female cultist gives you a mocking salute. How goes it, Crusader? Don't you feel a little out of your depth here? While you were wandering around the sanctum looking for the thing that makes the demons stronger, Dante the Plagued One gathered up all the fiends he could and performed the ritual on all of them. He was in haste, didn't take proper care, so a few of the demons died in the process, but it makes no difference. Even you with your power stand no chance against this army. Yeah, I wouldn't want to bet on it. I chose my moment well. It's a foregone conclusion. Villains saying that always ends well. The cultist's words are drowned out by the resounding call of a war horn. Dismay ripples through the demon host, and a moment later everything around you is filled with blinding light. Did we have backup coming? Did I know about this? Hi?
In the name of Iomedae, I say to you fiends, flee, for you will find no mercy here.
I was just saying we got rid of all the religious people in the
Forge
party.
onward to your enemy champion, and have no fear. The warriors of heaven will keep the monsters from your back.
But I wanted to go back. I was trying... Don't put a wall there. Have I just missed a bunch of stuff forever?
The hand of the inheritor.
Oh, that's how you sound.
Damn it all! You'll answer for this some other time.
Sound less suave in the actual VA than when I did you. Okay, so we only have half an army to kill. And Waldriff's up first, so you know, let's see what he can do. Probably start off by hasting everyone. I still have a cast for that, right? Yes. Ahiriti. And now a bunch of mythic demons come and do gross things. And we are hopefully still alive at the end. Love to know when it last autosaved. Probably when we came outside. I think area changes usually trigger one. Amber, right, what big spells do you have? I require big. I think we just, like, controlled Fireball, just in case. Yeah, that works. Told you, she's very good at fire. Do you have a quicken rod? You sure do. Okay, so just regular fireball on this one. Ordnance! Do a prayer to debuff them. Study this babao. And then kill it.
Simply business.
You didn't kill it, honestly. You had one job. Well, actually, it was a two-part job, but hey. And now you stab this guy a lot.
To share your treasures.
Or fail, you know. That's a thing you could also choose to do. And now you have a disease.
I can't die now. It's all your fault.
Amber, you are not quite dead. I'm impressed. Healing hex yourself. How much will that do? Very little indeed. Got it. We can still do a quickened burning arc though. Nice. Darren, you don't have any channels left. Don't love that for us. Will cure moderate wounds. It will not hit the demons, it looks like. It did not hit the demons. Hurrah. Your quicken rod is already used, so boo. And now Darren has a second turn? Okay, I guess. I'm not going to argue.
Out of my sight.
I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. Something happened. A series of events happened, and then it was now.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Probably should have studied that before I tried to kill it. Greyboy, you're sucking kind of hard at this.
Run them through.
This Gibramyth it's kind of hench. Warjif, don't get up.
Assist me at once.
There are so many things happening.
Glorious.
So many things. And they're all happening so much. Greybor! Study this guy right in front of you and then kill it.
My way.
Thank you. Bigitha, kill this one. Well, Clyde, really, let's be honest. Or at least distract it. Oh, Waldriff is not dead. And is no longer in aggro range. So can get up and can just drink a potion. That seems like a sensible thing to do at this point.
I must withdraw.
Okay. Everyone's not quite dead. But now we have a new quest to find Zenedra, and we can't go back. Would have loved it if there was, like, literally any telegraphing to this point of no return. Like, any at all. A little bit annoyed about that. So now Darren has Death's Door going on. Which, frankly, the fact that we only got one extra from that is not that bad. And now we should really rest, because we've been burning spell slots. No, the other way around. I've been over this. Until we have more actual potion crafting reagents, there's no point.
You say you despise the notion of family, but you call your fellow thieflings brother and sister, and you even call me Uncle Greybor sometimes. Don't you see the contradiction there?
People like it when you talk to them like your old pals. Like if I say uncle enough times. Maybe you'll have mercy on me and decide not to murder me in my sleep.
It's a solid system, worth trying. I'm amazed Camouflage has such a low DC when we're, you know, A, in the middle of enemy territory, and B, we have quite so much glowing equipment. Also, God, that Gibraleth looks gross in the daylight. Don't know why that was yellow. Can we seriously just not leave? I swear they did not telegraph that in any way. Ugh. Well, I guess we're moving on then. Really hope I can get back into the Sanctum proper. Oh, also
Battles await.
mount. Every time I think I'm avoiding progression, it comes back at me. I recognize a bunch of these laboratory props. Oh, Xanthe Vang's here. A figure in a loose hooded robe stands facing away from you, hands raised in the air. I have given you the gift of strength. Arise and fight in the name of Skari, Baphomet, whomever you please. I command you, defend my laboratory. Fools, feckless, useless morons. Surrounded by idiots. What have I done to deserve this? What crime have I committed that the universe would punish me so? Walger's whisper is tinged with admiration. He's got a sharp tongue on him. He's giving me old Gran a run for her money. I don't like this one. He reminds me of the bladesmith who tortured me. He was an arrogant swine too, but he never berated and yelled at folk. No, he spoke so softly, so deliberately, every word dripping with venom. Hi, Xanthe. Having staff problems, are we? The figure in the hooded robe slowly turns around. Face and hands are a writhing mass of locusts. If you listen closely, you can hear the rhythmic rasping of little feet and wings rubbing against each other. Your taunting words only serve to reveal your ignorance. Imbeciles swell the ranks of demons and crusaders alike. As commander of the crusade, you have crossed paths with such fools more than once, no doubt. Tell me, how do you stand them all? Xanthe falls silent momentarily, during which time the rustling of the locusts under the cloak becomes even more prominent. You're all primitive apes, thwarting about the world wound and futile attempts to wipe each other out. Oh, how I loathe you all. I despise my idiot students who cannot even take a single step without an order from me. I despise demons, self-satisfied imbeciles who first tear hunks of flesh from each other and carry out my instructions. I despise Skari and Baphomet for forcing me to work with them. I mean, you're working with chaotic evil people. What did you expect? The chittering of the locusts grows louder, sounding threatening. I despise you, vandal. You came into my laboratory, smashing up my specimens and interfering with my work. Away with you. Get out. Now! Guess it's boss time. What? Why is Clyde already having problems? Because you're permanently shaken? Why? Alright, I guess. Anyway, jump the big guy. Kill the swarms. Or at least kill the mirror images. It's fine. And then you summon a bunch of frost giants. No thank you. I'm just gonna go no. What if no? What if that? Okay, let's buff everyone some. Study Xanthe Vang, I assume. Use Slayer's Advance. Can you get to him? Should have done that before I moved. I'm a fool. Just
Simply business.
advance on him. Ember. Ember. Fire Snake seems good, because that avoids my friends. That'll do. That'll do. Are the Frost Giants immune to fire? Says they're vulnerable to fire. Why did that not hit them? I don't know. Probably there's another bit of the system that I haven't internalized properly. To go with all the other bits of the system I haven't internalized properly. Anyway, stop trying to be flashy and just scorching right him. Well, it took out one of the mirrors. Widget. You should probably haste us. Clyde, can you charge? These Frost Giants seem to just not exist. Haha! Okay, you've turned Wardriff into a dog, and you've turned a Frost Giant into a dragon. I feel like I've come out the worst from this whole dealio. Not sure dealio is the word I wanted, but hey. But you have Break Enchant. Aha! And Wardriff just immediately didn't attack. That's fun. Oh, because he got attack opportunities. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, hit Xanther a lot, please. Going well, going well. Okay, now Fire Snake. Very nice, very nice. And that Frost Giant is dead. Don't know why I said it like that. And Molten Orb? Nice. Just set everything on fire forever, and then we'll probably be grand. And you stab this giant. Yeah, not that well, to be honest. Yeah, I think the trick here is just burn down the boss. Why did that only do one attack? It said like 4. Sure, okay, whatever. As ever, I assume there are mechanics happening I'm not privy to. Oh, maybe Clyde also got frightened, just like Ulbrich is apparently frightened. I should probably look at Xanthir's stat block. Wardriff's down. Alright, let's look at Xanthir's stat block. Level 18 wizard, all the buffs in the world. Or immunity to most things. Lots of shape changing. Very good at transmutation, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, okay. Just fairly straight wizard fight. In as much as wizards are ever straight. Oh, you should have Breath of Life to Wardriff. Should have thought of that. Forgot that spell existed. Oh well.
You're in my way.
Oh yeah, and this area is on fire, isn't it? That's because of that Molten Orb I threw, isn't it? I should maybe think through these particular consequences of my actions, but hey, Fire Snake. Wow. Triple kill. Get, and I mean this in the truest sense, wrecked. I love it when people are just kind of walking and then just get totaled by an attack of opportunity out of nowhere. In as much as it's ever out of nowhere when there was a whole ass Triceratops there. Yeah, I know, what's an Arch Triceratops? We've all heard the jokes. Why did battle just finish and then start again? Oh, because he's turned into a big Cloudobugs. Look at him. He's a big Cloudobugs. And Waldriff should probably drink another potion. Stem the bleeding at least a little. When are people going to start giving us potions of cure critical wounds, honestly? Okay, so the only enemy that is registering as an enemy is this Babao. Oh, so, right, we are back in the main Ivory Sanctum area. Okay. There is a button on the wall here. I don't seem to be able to press it during combat, so I won't. Can I get charge on that one? No, I cannot. What just happened? So I told Ulbrich to run this way and he ran in every other direction, and also now the Locust Swarm is a bunch of Locust Swarms. Does anybody else smell toast? Things are certainly happening. Just channel, I guess. Ember, what can you do? The answer is Fire Snake again. That was triple digit damage. Don't see that often. I'm assuming we just have to kill all the swarms now. And that's why we know area of effect spells. And Waldriff cannot currently cast any spells on account of he's busy being covered in locusts. Which is fair. Yeah, can't take actions. Don't love that. Darren can make a fortitude save. Greybor, did you study the locust swarms?
You had your chance.
Xanthe Vang, like, while you were busy being heterosexual, I was studying the locust swarms. I don't know, I'm feeling even freewheelier than usual at the minute. I'm sick and my brain is full of... Also kind of feels like it's full of locusts. Over there in channel. Who's this? Ember is annoyingly covered in locusts. Wow, just scooting on over there. Very little she can do. Bigitha, on the other hand, can do so many things. Like kill these locusts. And these locusts. Well, maybe not, but hey. Getting that.
Tactical retreat. No.
Men today will really just turn into bugs and try and eat Waldriff rather than go to therapy. Can you at least drink a potion? Is that at least an action you are able to take? Sure it is. And it didn't do anything? Because presumably I've misunderstood some part of the UI. That's becoming a theme. You know who could probably absolutely rip through these bugs? Lamb. I miss Lamb.
I must withdraw. The plan went awry.
It's our fault.
Waldriff is dead, but Darren has spells to deal with that. However, Darren cannot currently cast any spells to deal with that on account of being covered in locusts. Ember can cast, so I think Fire Snake has been doing actual numbers. Very nice, very nice. Don't have any more quickens. Do I have any, like, really big things that would help? Probably. I know Ice Storm. Oh, but all my big area spells are also going to hit all my friends, which I don't love. Yeah. Whatever, just kill these locusts. See? Locusts killed. Plan worked. System is flawless. Kill these locusts. So hopefully once we kill these, we'll be able to go out the back door of this room and get back into the main map. And Greyboar's dead. Okay, Darren can cast spells. You know Resurrection, don't you? You don't know Resurrection? Okay, but Breath of Life has 2 rounds on whether it can bring someone back, right? Sure does. Heyo. And then Quicken a Breath of Life on Greebly Beebly. Perfect, flawless system. Does the flawless system necessarily involve calling him Greebly Beebly? What are you, a cop? Getting there, getting there. Ember. Can't currently do things because of bees. Not bees, other bugs. Yeah, there's a Babao there we should probably do something about as well. Like, for example, this. No? Another one down. And another one not quite down. And Ember covered in bugs. And Greyboard, just walk over here. And look menacing while you do it. Yeah, just like that. Stop stabbing Ember! She's the one good person here. And now you can get Chain Lightning for it. That'll do. I'm out of fire snakes, so anything else will actually hit my friends. If I do a controlled fireball this way, and it'll just hit Ember, and she's got solid fire resistance, right? How much damage did she take? 30. Yeah, more than I would like. Babao goes down. It won't last. They get 2 lives for some reason. Gee, Billy, how come your mum lets you have 2 lives?
It's because I'm filled with crystals.
Okay, Jimmy. I have no idea what I'm talking about sometimes. Is that all of them? That's all the swarms! Yeah. Actually, if you just kind of hang over this guy when he wakes up, you can all attack of opportunity him. And it'll be very funny. You weren't quite close enough? Boo. Now we just need to kill this Babao again. And we, oh no, wait, Xanthe's back. Oh no. Okay, things may not be as sorted as I thought. Big whelp. Okay. I mean, just Scorching Ray him a bunch. That usually works. And get attack of opportunity. Don't love that so much.
I'll hit you.
Thanks, Amber. Okay, Bigitha can finish off this Babao.
Here you try.
And there I thought calling my shot would work. Oh, it did. Love it when I'm proved right and never punished. Wonder if any of these are dispellable. You don't have Dispel. Never mind. Here you do. Spell magic target. Okay, well, we stopped him being a shambling mount. All his other effects are still there. But now he's not Swamp Thing. Ulbrig, now that he's not Swamp Thing, jump him.
It's like my one weakness, not being Swamp Thing.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Now I just have to hit you with this stick instead.
And let's see how that works out for you. I'm gonna just drop some lightning on you. Wow, 11 damage. Amazing. But then, where's the ability to drop more lightning? Where's the drop more lightning ability? Oh yeah, I forgot this was a separate ability. I should put this in a hotbar. Needs to be on hotbar more than Point Blank Shot does. Where's drop more lightning? Yeah, this creature may call down lightning bolts. How? Do I only get the ability for it next turn? That might make sense, because they don't necessarily expect it to be done as a swift action. Alright. Sure, become Stormlord. Become Stormsea. And then Hellfire Ray him, except now it's lightning. You're confused by my use of elements. Haha. Single target. Yeah, just Scorching Ray him. It's good old friend of the show, Scorching Ray. Hi, Ray.
Hi.
Why do you sound like Xanthe Bang, Ray?
Because I only have so many voices and I don't know what this bit is even meant to be.
That's fair. I should just shut up sometimes. Really should. You're immune to magic missile, aren't you? You're immune to everything. No? Maybe that was in one of your other forms. And then he got 342 healing? What? Yay! Defeated, Xanthe drops to his knees. Stretch. Yeah, you make a good point. Oh, Lord. Yay, we did a boss battle we didn't intend to. For a few drawn-out seconds, all you can hear is the rustling of the locust shifting under his robe. Sound suddenly morphing into rasping, unnatural laughter.
Who could have predicted that a vandal, my enemy and the enemy of my masters, would be the one to rid me of my excruciating servitude? You are an unforeseen, unknown quantity that has solved the impossible equation. An elegantly simple solution to all my problems.
It's gonna freeze for a sec. Just want to make this not suddenly want to end just as things are happening. Really wish I could do this without losing focus on the game window, but here we are. The eerie laughter dies away as quickly as it came. Xanthir lifts his head and looks out at you from his locust swarm face.
You have all earned a reward. I know why you are here and what you seek. You destroyed my laboratory, stood in the way of science, and halted my demon transformation experiments. I doubt you know the source of the Nahindrian crystals necessary for the process. I will show you the path to the truth, Vandal. First, you must answer 2 of my questions.
Bargaining for his life has started, typical and familiar. His first question will be, can he walk out of here alive? And the second, how much are we willing to pay him to turn traitor? Isn't that right?
Incorrect. Spending my time in such a manner would be irritating, counterproductive. I am simply willing to converse with you, to make even the slightest pretense of being worthy interlocutors. You learn something useful from what I say, what of it? I feel utter indifference to everything that happens after my death.
I know lots of things. How do you think you know what I know? I don't know what I know.
Doubting my intellect is a foolish move. You already knew the truth. You would have directed your efforts to destroying my supply routes, not breaking into my laboratory.
Not necessarily. Sometimes I just do things. Why do you think I'll believe the information you give me?
Because it is the logical thing to do. What motive do I have for concealing information that you will inevitably learn from the notes scattered around my laboratory?
Xanthir falls silent for a moment.
Furthermore, I would very much like to see your face as enlightenment dawns.
Alright, questions.
Name the location of my laboratory before I was forced to relocate to the inhospitable Ivory Sanctum.
It's the one on Dresden.
Correct. Did you know that, or did you simply guess? It's of no consequence either way. Now answer me this. Why was my laboratory located there specifically? Why was Dresden chosen for my residence in the world?
Chaos button, because it has just the best views. For a while, Xanthir says nothing, seeming to be carefully choosing his words.
Stupidity and ignorance are at the very top of the list of your failings.
Thank you.
I'm ashamed to have been defeated by such a weak-minded creature.
Great. Sit in that shame for a while and then die.
I will simply give you the answer. Do not feel any sense of pride that you obtained it so easily. I hope you have wits enough to realize that it is no cause for pride, but for endless shame.
I don't experience that.
Know this. I have been acquiring the Nahindrian crystals from the Midnight Fane, a shrine located deep under Dresden.
Xanthir steels himself, slowly stands.
What is it like to realize that the enemy has all this time been concealed in the bowels of your very own fortress? Don't bother answering. A rhetorical question. Now, let's finish this, Vandal. End my existence. Free me from the burden of carrying out the orders of idiot masters and offending my eyes with the sight of their feckless followers.
Alright, question time. Was Midnight Fane?
Your naivety is worth lingering in this world. A surprising, incomprehensible phenomenon. I regret that I will not be able to study it under laboratory conditions.
Chittering laughter emerges from beneath Xanthir's hood.
Deep below Dresden, where the power of the Sword of Valor cannot reach, there is a place where the abyss and the material plane meet. It is where Lady Arudu opened one of her rifts, creating a direct route to the abyss. That is where the Nahindrian crystals are coming from. The rift leads to... I suppose I don't want to spoil the surprise, Vandal. You do so love surprises, after all.
Why have the demons not just attacked Dresden?
Such an attack will reveal the secret of the Midnight Fane to Crusaders. It has no right to fail. Unfortunately, you impressed Darazan so much during the Battle of Dresden that he lost all courage. I am sure you will meet him in the Fane, aggrandizing himself at the expense of whoever happens to be around. What a laughingstock. However, sooner or later he will certainly try to attack Dresden from the inside. He is more afraid of Tuscari than you.
What are Nahindrian crystals?
Special keys that can, proper handling, and after a tedious ritual, awaken mythic powers in a demon. The process was discovered and developed by the great Rude Borlesh, my mentor. He calls it transformation. He's very bad at names. Those that have undergone it are called mythic demons, for their powers truly deserve to be glorified in myth.
Are you really that eager to die?
Why should I even answer your questions? Why stave off my final transition into blissful oblivion?
Xanthe cocks his head to one side.
I will answer you, but only out of my own curiosity. I want to see what intrigues a lowly creature such as yourself. Have you seen my underlings? My so-called students? What, I ask you, can they hope to learn from me? Buffoons, that's what they are. A pathetic parody of scholarly devotion. They hear my words, but they do not understand them. Mindless fanatics, cultists, idiots besieging me with their endless questions. Killing them is pointless. I cannot banish them or use them as test subjects, because as soon as one dies, two more sprout in their place.
Xanthe's voice is drowned out by the locust's furious cheering.
And the demons I am forced to work with, they're unable to fulfill even the simplest of instructions. All their tiny minds can think about is how to chew one another to pieces. Darazan, Minago, Jerabeth. They all started plotting against me as soon as I took up my post. How am I to work under these conditions? I'm surrounded by utter morons. My only ambition has been to study the sciences, to discover secret truths. Instead, I have been obliged to manage a herd of brainless animals. I've found myself at a dead end. I cannot abandon everything and leave. I will only be exchanging life in this unbearable place. Life among nameless ruin, constantly aware that my former masters could find me an exact retribution. Hardly continue my work without my laboratory.
Xanthe grows quiet for a moment.
You have given me a way out, Vandal. A place where only peace awaits me, where I will have no students or masters. Death. I am tired.
Big mood. Who are you, Xanthe Vang? Xanthe makes a sound that's not unlike a sigh.
I am a higher being. I surpassed my mortal shell, guarded it, transformed myself like a larva becoming a locust. My loyal service to the dark arts has not gone unrewarded. Lords Baphomet and Tiscari both gave me their consideration. I earned respect on this side of the world wound. The only person whose respect I have not won is my mentor, Arena Borlesh. That is all that is permissible for you to know.
No, but seriously, tell more.
Pay attention.
I won't be telling you anything. I did not spend years conducting research, carrying out experiments, and studying forbidden texts just to give it all away to some vandal. The sacrifices I've made, the impossible truths my mind has had to encompass, Tiscari's philosophy, Baphomet's sophistry, Ereshkigal's riddles, the nebulous ravings of lesser-known demons such as Izyagna. You've probably never even heard these names before. Enough that you have managed to get your hands on my notes. They say there is no king's road to knowledge. Vandals, there isn't so much as a dirt track. If you want to achieve what I have, then follow the path I had to take. Every single step.
I mean, I don't. What's it like being bugs?
It is impossible to explain to someone who has not made the same exalted journey. Endless bliss, splendor, endless solitude. Among the lower creatures, there is no one who can understand me now.
Tell me more about Arelo.
She is my mentor, although she has never given me the slightest recognition. It was she who invented the...
That's not... He's not your mentor then, you're just a stalker.
It was she who invented the method for transforming demons using the Nihindrian crystals.
Admiration, envy, and hurt all vie for dominance in Xanthe's voice.
She is the best of all humans and demons. True scientist, pioneer, architect of the world wound. It's ironic that both of the Abyss's finest scientific minds were mortals once, isn't it?
Tell me more about Jarabeth.
Troublesome gnat who thinks herself the queen of this dung heap. She hates me for usurping her in the sanctum, but she doesn't dare go against the orders of Baphomet, and his daughter heads the mirror. Jarabeth is a known quantity, and a negligible one at that.
Yeah, see, I don't necessarily want to kill you if it's just going to give Jarabeth the swarm. But then are you going to keep doing your experiments?
Your desires are of no concern to me, inferior being. My existence will end as soon as this dialogue satisfies my unexpected curiosity.
Well, bye.
No, I will not be going anywhere. I have suffered too long following orders handed down by idiots and overseeing imbeciles. I deserve peace. Farewell, Vandal. I would thank you if I hated you any less than my master. Baphomet and Dethgari burn, and may you burn with.
And now this swarm goes over to Jarabeth. Which probably isn't great. Well, we have this small key, and some scrolls. An old grimoire runs its own 3 slots for what? First level spells, 2 slots for second level spells, and 2 slots for third level spells to wear a spellcasting class with the highest castle level. Huh. And a headband of vast intelligence plus 6. Who wants an intelligence hat? God, Ulbrich, you... Wow. You use intelligence. Waldriff, how would you like to be the smartest person in the room and not just think you are? Yeah. And the grimoire... I mean, Ember seems to be the one who's, like, perpetually running out of spell slot. Or do we do it for Darren so he's got more low-level heals? Nah, more Scorching Ray. Oh, you need to actually put it in here for using an item. That's how this game works.
Sodia's restless. I wonder why.
So can I use it? So can I use it? Or is it just holding on to it does the thing? I think it might be. I think this is more slots than I usually had. Excellent. Cool. Success. Let's go with that. And now we steal everything. Bandit trash. Scroll, money, blood. Scroll, money, blood. That's the way we like to know. The Diary of a Student of the Great Xanthir the Plagued One. Cool. We'll be selling that to somebody who probably shouldn't know about the things in it. Materials, vendor trash. Xanthir Vang's notes. In case we want to know how to be a swarm, we don't. Waldriff, open this box.
This is my kind of work.
To find the Touch of Mercy. +4 bleed Falcon. And on crit on somebody who is bleeding with less than 80 hit points is just instant death. Yeah, sure. Knowing things check.
Got it.
A magic sarcophagus with a tight-fitting lid. The locust creature can sleep inside it, unafraid that the swarm will disperse. That's a nice touch, to be honest. Just like, hey, he has an airtight coffin, because otherwise all his bugs would fly away. Okay. Did we do this box already? We did. Okay. We won. Did I just pick up anything I immediately forgot about? Did I want to not do that? Nope. Not that I can see. And now if we press this button, it opened door. And gives us this staircase, presumably back to the start. To this abyss garden. Let's just check it out.
Over there.
Somewhat scary, but harmless plants that grow in the abyss. Someone lovingly recreated a scene from the wilderness of Demon World. What was the over there? There's a book and poke. No? Okay. May Canabras be damned! Oh, Jeremy's here.
Pay attention.
And there's a massive trap there. Good to know.
Don't mind me.
An entomologist tool,
Pretty
a
good.
board
All
dotted
right.
with pins for displaying insects. Alright, we should really be wrapping this up.
This is my kind of work.
Balanced defender. Longsword that gets better when you've got a shield. Sure. What happens if I poke this? Oh, okay, it's a thing. A plant stands in a pot, swaying gently. Its vines and leaves strangely resembling charred human flesh. It slowly turns to you. Crazed human eyes stare at you from the surface of the flower bud. Beneath the pulsing plant tissue, you can still make out the features of a face. The face of Marhevok, the chief of the ill-fated Wintersun clan. Darren hisses profanities through gritted teeth, shaking his head in disbelief. It was a man. I've said it before, and I should say it again. Life is the most precious thing that we possess, but this... Not every state of physical existence is worthy of being called life. Not your choice. Steal more stuff before we talk to her. Bandit trash. But then there's this thing, which is more bandit trash.
Over there.
Oh, something on the nightstand. Oh, it was another pokeable thing. Seriously, there are so many multi-layered puzzle doors in this place. It's a little worrying.
This is my kind of work.
High-level scrolls. Is there a thing I have to stand on? Something else to poke? I poked a book, I poked a skull. Oh, has it is? Oh, did that open this? I guess. Sure. Do we want to talk to Jarabeth? Yeah, there's like half the sanctum that we avoided accidentally. Great. Tell you what, we'll talk to Jarabeth next time. Well, this has been a surprisingly productive day. So I think I'll just do the wrap-up now, because we're a little over time anyway. Thank you all for coming. Thanks if you stayed to the end. It genuinely means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know how to find me, but just in case, it's twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris. Streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, ordinarily at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but you can do the maths yourself. But if you don't want to, then just throw us a follow instead and get notified whenever I'm here. And I'm not always sick. That's just a special for today. Yeah, if you do miss anything, VODs are on Twitch 8 weeks after the fact. Everything else, there's the YouTube, which I already... Links are all down there. There's the YouTube, it says VOD Archive, or it's youtube.com/@HouseOfHubris, or it's House of Hubris pretty much anywhere, at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Masto, at houseofhubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky. Give us a follow there for more on everything I do. While you're at the YouTube, why not give us a subscription? It doesn't cost you anything, and gets you hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. If you want to support me bumbling my way into saving the world monetarily, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on the Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other. Then everyone's having a good time. Yeah, if you want to find other things I'm doing, like I say, check out the socials. And the reason I say ordinarily broadcasting those times, that we will not be able to do a stream this Saturday because I will be off trying to defend my title of highest placed woman in the country at the next OQL Individuals Quiz Championship. So, yeah, nothing on Saturday. However, for reasons, I have some extra time tomorrow, so I might do a makeup stream then, or I might do one on Sunday. We'll work it out. A lot will depend on also how sick I decide to be. That's, you know, an exciting thing for future us to find out. I mean, you don't need to find it out. I'll do that on my own. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now because, frankly, I don't think I've been particularly lucid for the last 3 hours. And, yeah, I would just once again say, love to you all, and take care of yourselves out there. I will see you again maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. If neither of those, then definitely Tuesday. Yeah. All of those things I just said. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.